Hello everybody and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 146 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. We're going to look through a roll of 1964 proof Lincoln memorial cents in their mint cellos. So hopefully we will find some double dice tonight. We've had some pretty good luck with this date. And so these are all from mint sets, mint proof sets. And so I got a roll of these off of eBay. From the outside of the roll, they look excellent. Some of these are better than others for sure. I try to get them in the proof cellos. I find that the condition is oftentimes a bit better than ones that have been taken out. You don't get to see them as clearly, but the condition, they haven't been touched, they haven't hit other coins, and so hopefully we'll have some pretty good luck here tonight. But welcome everybody. So what we generally do here is we look through the coins, trying to look at the condition of the coin, and then after we look at them all on the front and backs and just kind of see what kind of quality we have, we zoom in and see if we can find any different varieties. And so for the 1964s, there are a couple obverse double dies, and then there's more reverse double dies. Pretty much all of the double dies here on the obverse, we're looking pretty much just at the L on Liberty. It just seems to be where the doubling happens for this date. On the reverse, there's quite a few places. We'll take a look at the entire obverse and reverse. We've had some pretty good luck with them. So hope everybody's having a good night. It is Saturday. Welcome to another pandemic weekend, where the weekends are pretty much the same as the week. I know it's days, months, weeks, they're all blending together, but who knows, maybe we'll have some change here. So some of these will have some sort of environmental damage. I noticed on this one, the mint cello was cut a little bit close to the edge. It's letting a little bit more air in. And so this is one of the reasons I like to buy mint cellos, is this is generally what happens to coins once they're cut out, unless they're put in something better to protect them. And so we'll find a couple ones that have been exposed a little bit more than others. Sometimes they're not stored in the best environment. All these mint cellos, the cellophane here, they all look nice and crisp and white. Sometimes when you buy them, they're nice and crisp and white. Sometimes the proof set will be all kind of yellowed. Some of these will have some tiny little spots on them. I've seen some pretty high grade coins with spots on them. Pretty much any kind of like lines, especially like circular, crescent shape, coin shape, pretty much all that is on the mint cello, not on the coin. After looking at thousands of these, hello, do I have the wrong roll? I pulled out a bunch of these. Maybe this might be a mixed roll. They've all been 1964 so far, right? This does happen when you buy rolls. So it looks like we have a nice little proof wheat cent popped in here, 1958. May have to change the name of this one if this keeps happening. I did buy some mixed rolls on eBay. I looked at maybe 10 coins in here just to make sure that it was a solid date roll. And perhaps I should have looked at more. So this could be a surprise, everybody. We may have more than 1964 here. It could be a 49 1964s and one 1958 in there so that they could claim it was a mixed roll. I've definitely seen things like that happen before. It's kind of interesting lines on there. That almost kind of looks like it's on the coin. I don't think I've ever seen a proof one that has. We'll definitely see that up close later. We'll be able to see, or here, there's one good way to test it. We move it in here and see if it, okay, yeah, that was on the cello. You can see it just disappeared. This would be some pretty interesting marks to be inside there. Someone would have had to have dropped it at the mint, which does happen. It looks like, so this is an example here of some environmental damage. You can kind of see, this might all be on the outside, but the cellophane here had moisture. You can tell, especially here on the crease here, you can see where the water pooled and then dried and left all of the kind of corrosion, all the residue from interacting with the coin, and it just, you know, leaves these like little dark circles here. So far we're still 1964, except for that one 1958, which I definitely don't mind a proof wheat cent in the middle of my roll. I'll take that any day. If someone wants to throw a proof one in there with any memorial that I'm getting, I will take it. But who knows, maybe we'll find like a 58, a 59, a 60, 61, 62, 63. I think that is just resting on the top. I might be wrong, but it kind of looks like there's a shadow right below it. And sometimes I think there's spots on the coins and then it just wipes right off. So how is everybody doing? How is your guys' weekend? How's everyone's week been? I feel like I haven't seen any of you guys since Wednesday. I've just been doing 2 nights a week streams here. And I've just been busy. I think yesterday I posted nearly 48 auctions, 38 videos and auctions on eBay. And so that pretty much took me all day. But on the bright side, I only had to do like 14 today, I think. And thanks to the mail moving slow, I do not have a single more short video. So for those of you guys who love all the short videos, sorry guys, there will not be any more videos till Monday unless I decided to do something completely different. And for those of you who hate my short videos, which I've gotten a couple comments, it's your lucky weekend. This weekend's for you guys. There will not be any short videos unless I decide to do some raw coins, because every single coin that I have PCGS slab that I've got, it's had a video made of it, and it is listed on eBay. This one's got some toning on it. This is something I'd never mind running into too. It looks like there is some blue and purple on the rim here, maybe pink. It's funny, it kind of looks like a bluish gray, but then when the light hits it, it seems to turn. We can take a look at the reverse. Who knows what this coin will look like in a year. It's just, you never know, is it turning? So it looks like the rim got a little bit. I always do find it interesting how when it's kind of a crescent shape, I find on one side of the coin, it does feel like almost always there's toning of similar colors on the other side. And so I don't know if that's kind of a rule, if something touched it there, if it's just the metal all the way through has some sort of impurity that ends up turning it colors. And then this one has spots on the rim. And that's one thing I've never been able to figure out, if there are spots exclusively on a rim, how does that affect the grade of a coin? If all the fields and devices are nice and beautiful and spot free, does it matter? I mean, it's like I see like graders and stuff handling coins by the rim all the time. This one's got some spots on the rim as well. I feel like the rim on coins is not quite as, I don't know, the way, like the surfaces aren't the same. It almost seems like it's a little rougher, a little less refined. And so I feel like I spaced out there as far as if we've just been 1964s here. I feel like I saw toning on the last coin and didn't even look to see what the date is. But we're probably about halfway through here, and we've only seen a 1958. So I'm not sure what to expect here. But I'm happy to have found a 1958. It just made me wonder if we have a mixed roll here or not. Like I could see someone coming up with 49 1964s, and they're like, oh, I have a full roll. Oh wait, no, I need one more. Okay, what will people not mind? So tomorrow, hopefully, I got monetized like 3-4 months ago, and I finally hit that $100 threshold to get a paycheck. And I believe I read that on the 20th, that's when they send checks out. So I'm hopefully going to get my first YouTube paycheck. I'm not sure. It's not going to go very far, obviously. I'm glad I have an eBay store, which is my source of income. But that's kind of exciting. Another thing that's been exciting is a little while ago, Blue Sandy, who's on here a bunch. If you're watching Blue Sandy, hey. She recommended a site called Swagbucks to me because I do so many purchases online, mostly through eBay. But she recommended Swagbucks to me, and so I tried Swagbucks. And basically you just visit there and you visit the website you're about to check out on, and it gives you 1% Swagbucks, which are essentially cash back. You accrue up to 500 of them, and then you can get a gift card. And so I've made over $100 in Swagbucks. I've been able to cash out $50 of them so far, and I'm waiting for the other ones just to mature. They have to kind of sit there for 72 days to make sure you're not just returning the items, but it works. And so I'm going to make a video for you guys on that, hopefully tomorrow. That is my goal. But if anyone has any questions on it, if you guys do a lot of online purchases, it works for almost any website. And if you guys do a lot of online spending like I do for my store, it can really, really, really add up. So if anyone's interested in that, I did put a link in the description of this video. My future videos will have a link in it as well, just because I found it super handy. And I'm going to make a video on it tomorrow so you guys can check it out. But yeah, I was pretty excited about that. It's turned into, it's like I'm trying to have as many different sources of income. This one has a really nice obverse, tiny little spot above the R. Maybe something on the chin, maybe that's just writing on the cello. Really nice fields, nice and clear. But I'm trying to create as many different kind of forms of income as I can, kind of like passive income. And I'm hopefully going to try to get a really nice credit card to complement everything. So basically I have if I shop on eBay, so I get eBay bucks whenever I purchase something, which is 1% unless there's a promo giving you more. So in about 2 weeks here, I'm going to get my eBay bucks, but I have eBay bucks going on. When I pay with my PayPal card, I get another 1% back, and now that I'm using Swagbucks, I get another 1% back. So pretty much every dollar I spend, I'm getting 3% back. I did see a Chase credit card that any purchases made through PayPal using the credit card, they would give you 5% cash back. I applied for it. I have perfect rating. They wouldn't give it to me. I think it's because I'm self-employed. But I could have been getting 8%, or 7%, which would be totally awesome. But for those of you guys out there, I think it was a Chase Freedom card or something like that. If you guys have 9-to-5 jobs and good credit, highly, highly recommend. I might try applying for the eBay credit card because it does 5% eBay points, which are basically cash back. But it's if you guys buy a lot of stuff online, it really helps. It's basically every 100 coins you buy on eBay, you get, if you were doing it that way, you'd get 8 coins free. And if you're, when you're buying and selling on eBay, there's usually a pretty thin margin. And so it basically widens your margin and really helps. I mean, it's if just, I don't know, for me, I buy 100 coins a week probably. And so for me, it definitely is helping. So I think part of the reason I was talking about was, hey, Blue Sandy, thank you for recommending that site. You are absolutely right. And I really appreciate it. And if you're out there watching, let me know, because I know oftentimes you're watching on a TV. But hello, and hello to everybody else. Hope you guys are all having good nights. Hope you guys are all well. And so I don't think I've seen anything else other than 64 and that 158 in here. And this bag was sealed, so I didn't, one didn't just pop in there off my desk. I definitely have some 58s hanging around. Speaking of, I do have a solid date roll of 1958, and I'm assuming that this wasn't it, and it's just full of 64s. That would be hilarious. No, I think those were in different bags. But we do have some 1958 proofs coming up here soon. So we do have those to look forward to. I've kind of been like saving them until we run out. However, shouldn't lift this thing. I did get this flat rate box, and it is filled with, I believe they're all business strike mint cellos. There's like 38 rolls in there, so we are good on the show here for a while. And I'll continue picking up anything else that I can. In the meantime, prices on things seem like they're just going up. People are giving me some competition, which I like. Auctions have been interesting on eBay. It's like the buy it nows are solid, but the auctions, they seem like nobody's bidding against me. Like, please, somebody bid against me. It's like no fun anymore. Like, I just win everything and then I have to pay for all this stuff. I'd rather win less and pay more. I keep getting this guilty feeling like it's like I win something at like, win a double die for like 30% its value. And then I'm just like, gosh, this person must be really upset. It's like a $200 coin and I just got it for like 40 bucks. This is sad. Speaking of sad, I totally got a Bugs Bunny and a 1968 or 1967 special mint set half dollar Kennedy half dollar that had Cameo, both in a PCGS slab this week, and the Bugs Bunny came cracked in half, and the other one came apart at the seams and the top just came right off the bottom. I didn't even know PCGS slabs could do that. And so I just had to return those because PCGS destroyed them in the mail. It was really kind of sad. I did get a 1968S Kennedy half dollar though, which was a double die. That one, there were 3 coins in the package and that one came through. Okay, so I was really happy with that one, but it was like 3 really nice coins all from the same person, and 2 of them just got destroyed. The person was nice enough and took them back. I'm hoping that they can just get them regraded. The Bugs Bunny was not damaged. The other one, just the top came off. So it seemed like the coins were unharmed. They needed to be set up for PCGS, and they need to be reholdered. And it is just, purchasing something online. That's not what I purchased. I didn't purchase a destroyed item, and it probably would have been different. I currently don't have a PCGS account to get things slabbed through. I'm going to. Last year or the year before, I was like, more coins or keep my PCGS account live. Obviously I have a PCGS account, I just don't have the paid one so that I can submit stuff, but hopefully going to do that in the future. So it looks like we had 49 1964s and we had 1 surprise wheat penny in there. So I'll take that. Who knows, maybe it was a bonus in there. Sometimes people put an extra coin in the roll. So that is all the coins. So good night, everybody. Just kidding. We'll zoom in now and we'll see if we can find anything. But first, a coffee break. Because it's 9:19 at night, and what else? We should be drinking coffee. Let me move my microscope a little bit closer so I'm not leaning the whole time. Get the whole ergonomic thing going here. Level this out. Okay. And so the main areas I feel like we should be looking at here is underneath the L. There is sometimes like a little bar, and just looking everywhere. But as far as I could tell, there's no doubling on the date. I didn't see a doubled eyelid. And so basically what we're looking for on the reverse is that there at the initials here, there are a couple double dies on the initials, but my camera cannot pick them up well enough. It just gets so blurry. It's kind of interesting on the T there. Almost looks like there's a notch right there. I don't remember seeing that as... Is it just the light? Maybe it's just a scratch. I don't know, we'll look at the rest of it. Huh? Those look kind of notched too. Is our first coin a double die? Let's see if we can get it clearer. Kind of looks like there's a split serif on the S's. Sweet, our first coin is a double die. How do you like that, everybody? Yeah, we got split serifs on there. We're probably going to have impressive ones kind of on the... I didn't even see this one when I was looking through coppercoins.com. So we've got it on the E, we've got a notch on the R, probably down on the bottom. Yet we have a split on the R. The I looks great. The C looks awesome. Look at the top serif. It looks like a little, like a serpent dragon. Nice. Alright, maybe let's check out the... Oh, is this the doubled initial? Can we actually see it? Yeah, look how there's... You can see on the F, there are... Cool. I think that this is the really, really good one. I'm not positive. We haven't even looked at the whole thing yet. So we've got notches down on the N, on the bottoms, notches there. Awesome, yeah, this is 100% double die here. We scored, everybody. Awesome. Let's see, so I just want to see, I'm not sure if the pluribus, yeah, it looks like we have notching here. Awesome, so it's basically a full reverse double die. We'll put that off to the side. Here, I want to just see if that is the really, really good one. I'm going to go over to coppercoins.com. If you guys haven't checked out Chuck's site, coppercoins.com, he's doing an awesome job. If you go to the coppercoins.com and you go to the left side, there's something called a die variety search on the main page. Type in 1964 to 1964, mark Philadelphia. It'll bring up all the proof and business strike Philadelphias. You just need, so as you look through things, there'll be the name of it, and it'll end in like a 002, a 001, 002. If there's a P after that, they're proof ones. Here, let's look at the 003. This kind of looks like the 003, except for the F in the initials looks a little bit different to me, so I'm just gonna yeah, this one looks maybe 002. There's a couple of them here. And so those are like $60 and $90. There's also a 006, which is not worth as much. The initials doesn't look the same on that one. But definitely a double die, definitely a nice example of one. We'll take a close look at the front and back. I don't see anything wrong. Is there a spot on his cheek? There might be a little spot on the coin. I'll take it still. I'll take it any day. Alright, so let's get back to this. Alright, so it took a while for that first one, huh guys? Alright, so we're pretty zoomed in here. See if I can get it focused. Almost looks like there's like a little hump inside there. zoom out to the first, I can usually see if there is a double die, and it's just so much faster like this. If I'm zoomed in the whole time, it takes about an hour longer, and I also start to get a little bit dizzy. So who knows, maybe this will be an entire roll. I'm guessing it won't be. We can always wish though, right? That's the first time I don't know if that's the first one of that particular double die that I've found. But normally I can't see, normally when I go to look at the FG there, I cannot see it. It's just not clear at all. I'm going to move closer to y'all, hope you don't mind. So I'm just checking the eye anyway. I feel like since I started looking at the eyes, it's just kind of a good habit to continually be checking things. I feel like one place that I need to check more often is the E pluribus unum. And it's just, I kind of go around in a circle and I never end up looking there. But here, I'll show you one good reason. I don't know, for those of you guys who watch my short videos, you guys already saw this today, so apologize, but I think you guys will forgive me, but you know, this is a good reason to check the E pluribus unum. So this one here, this one is a Franklin $50 that I got today, but awesome doubling in the E pluribus unum here. It's like if you look at the little dot to the west of the E there, that thing is just crazy doubled, but this is, you're probably holding it up here, this is the 1959 MS65 double die reverse FS 801. And so that pretty much right here is the most significant doubling on the coin. I feel like you can see some like kind of added width to the coin, but most of it is not as pronounced. This one's got some really pretty toning on it too. There's kind of a crescent on the bottom, on the reverse, and on the top. So I was really happy about that one. But so that's one, whoops. Where'd I go? It's not going to focus that way. Let's go this way. I'm getting fuzzier. No? My camera normally likes to focus on my chair. I'll try it one more time. Alright, that looks like that's a show, guys. Don't know what's going on with it. Looks like I lost focus. I'll hypnotize it. Yeah, it's like about right here. It doesn't like me that close. Crazy. I've had it go out for a second, but not like this. Trying to think of any ideas. Great seeing eyeball. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. Can't do a stream like this. Here, maybe it'll resolve itself here in a second. We'll take a look at one in the meantime. I'm guessing it's not. I don't know if I can just restart my camera or if that'll kill the stream. I've never had to turn it off before. I can't think of what could be messing with it. Anytime it used to happen, I used to have a pair of scissors here and I'd just hold the scissors up and that would work every time. Ow. Let's try a pair of scissors. I like to say that it sharpens the image. But no, not today. A little bit better. Oh. What's it doing? Scissors worked. Yay. Thank you, scissors. One more thing that scissors are good for, sharpening images. Yep, not sure what was going on there, but it's half the fun of streaming, learning new things, and then sometimes not knowing what was even wrong to begin with, and then having the problem resolve itself. But the scissors seem to have done the trick, so thank you, scissors. This one looks like there is probably machine damage. This is not the double die we are looking for. It's like when you look up at the F on the west corner, it almost kind of looks like there's a notch there, but I do not think it is one. I think that's just a little bit of cello, like it was almost looking like there was a small bar underneath the L. And I didn't see any, I guess I didn't check all the photos, like most of the double dies are on the L, or at least the photos show, and it's kind of like a die marker. And so I suppose there might be pictures of other parts of the coins that it's not just the bar there. But I try to look at all the die markers. Is that on the outside? Yeah. Yeah, let's start over here. I liked finding that the first double die of the night because I feel like I haven't found any ones that had the, like I always used to find the split serifs on the S's, and I feel like I hadn't found one like that in a long time. I'm going to check out the eye here. I think it's just the way the light was hitting it. It's like it almost looks like there is a notch there, but I feel like there's like some machine damage that happens on 1964s where the corners just kind of end up rough like that. And I don't know if it's just a really mild double die when it does that, or if it is actually a double die, and I'm just not giving it credit. It's like, yeah, there you can see it a little bit better. You can actually see a line going down it. And you can see it on, maybe it is a double die, you can see it on the E. It's not as nice as the first one we found, if it is one. Let's see if we can get that straight up. I feel like the last rolls of 64s, we found ones that were, I feel like we found one or two that looked like this one. And I don't know if it is just a form of machine damage or if it actually is a double die. I feel like I find quite a bit of them like this. So I'll put that one over there. I feel like I could see notching on it. But not nearly as awesome as the first one that we found. So we're still zoomed in here quite a bit. Nothing in that eye. I'll stay zoomed in here for a minute. It's just as much as I like seeing things like this, I feel like it makes the letters go by really, really fast for you guys. And it kind of makes me a little bit dizzy. And also I feel like everything, like when the light bounces on things in the wrong way, it kind of makes everything look doubled for you guys. But other than, it seems like my camera was giving me a little trouble, but the microscope seems pretty happy tonight. I feel like some streams, I'm fighting it. I'm like, come on, microscope. Maybe it was all that talk about replacing and upgrading it, and I was like, oh yeah? Try to get a stream out of me. So yeah, the auctions on eBay have just been like really weird. It's like sales are up, no problem with buy it nows, but I just see the auctions like going for less and less. I guess it's also that time of year. I know there's a million things going on in the world, but it's also that time of year where everybody is trying to get Christmas money. Things are already tight. We're in the middle of a pandemic, but like traditionally this time of year, it's just like I see all these deals up and I'm like, wow, that's the best deal of the year. And then the next day, all of a sudden there's even better stuff up for auction, and it's just, I always get myself into trouble just like buying too much stuff this time of year. It's just like incredible, like how the people just, it's like they sell off all their stuff just to be able to buy stuff they don't need for the holidays. But it's just, it's definitely, this year has just been particularly shocking, where it's like just seeing like $100 coins go for like 10-20 bucks, and it's like I could only imagine what it would be like to be the person selling those coins. It just it would really frustrate me, especially if it was like I really needed the money and I really, you know, I put my double die up and it's like I know this is worth $100. I've seen 100 of these sell and they always go for this amount, and you were counting on that money, you put it up for auction hoping you were going to get, you know, extra, and then it went for like nothing. I could see how like that's just make everyone's holidays even worse. And then whoever wins it has a nice holiday because they just got themselves a nice Christmas present. But yeah, the auctions have just been like, I feel for people when I see stuff go for so cheap. See if I can get a little, I feel like the focus changed on here. Yeah, I feel like these mint cellos, I know I was talking about like the scratches because normally I guess that's probably what it is. These mint cellos aren't all scratched up. These ones are in really nice condition. Normally when I'm doing this, I'm having to like kind of move the coins around, trying to get a better view. And I have so many different rolls of mint cellos now. I don't even think I like wrote down which seller I purchased these ones from. I just wrote down the price I paid. And so finding, you know, one nice double die in here, it's like it makes me wish that I knew, because then if they put more up, I know that there's a better chance of getting something. Kind of like the way it's like it kind of looks doubled inside the A and on the right side. But then I guess if you look at the M there, while it does look kind of doubled, it's also thinner there. Let me readjust this a little bit. So it's also thinner. So that's probably not what we're looking for. When something is doubled, it should either be like the normal thickness with notches, or, you know, it definitely should not be thinner. That is the one main thing. It's like that's, you know, say here it looks like there's doubling on the bottom of the O and 1, but that's just the metal, just it's missing metal, while the double dies will have extra metal basically, or at least the appearance of extra metal. And sometimes you can have one that's a double die and it can have machine damage. It can be both. Anybody out there tonight? I see people watching, but I don't see any comments tonight. That always worries me that my comments are like crashed. I've had that happen to me in the past where my comments were crashed. And people were talking, people were having conversations, but I wasn't able to read any of it. I guess I can always hit refresh or something like that. But if anybody out there is watching and you want to say, we're watching, we're here, then I don't have to hit refresh and I can just keep going with the show. But I also know, it seems like I pick like Saturday at 9 p.m. because that's when works for me. But I know that there's other people who are streaming at this time. It seems like people generally come in at about 10 o'clock. And usually by about 10 o'clock we're just starting to finish up. It seems like it takes me about an hour and a half to go through a roll. It's like that A or the F almost looks like there's a notch there. But I believe it's just machine doubling. But we'll continue. The E and the R kind of look like they're notched too. Yeah, this one looks like the last one that we looked at. And so I feel like I find at least one coin that looks like this in a roll. And I don't know if it's just kind of a very minor double die. I mean, it definitely has notches. But it's like when you can compare them to others, yeah, it kind of looks like there's notch on the inside top of that bottom. Who knows, maybe one of these other ones will have a better, like little notches on the ends. They're not nearly as pronounced. My guess is if that is a double, if those are double dies, they probably are not worth as much as one of the ones with extreme. But the funny thing is, sometimes it doesn't matter. It's not how extreme the doubling is, it's how rare it is. Like if there's only 2 or 3 like that, it makes it more valuable than one that's really, really impressive that there's hundreds of examples of. I mean, me personally, I'd rather have the one with hundreds that's more impressive. Like, I'd rather have, you know, one that looks like a 1955 double die or a 1969 double die. But I guess those ones are also really rare at the same time. I'd like one with nice eye appeal. So this one's almost looking like it has notches too. It'll probably get more extreme. Not really seeing it over here. Almost want to see some separation in that bottom serif, but I think it's just the way the light is hitting it. Interesting. So it's like this one's showing notching on the corners too, just like the last, but this is like the third, and that's, I guess, one of the things that's like, when I start to see something that kind of looks like an error, and then I'm seeing it again and again and again, it kind of makes me think, gee, maybe this isn't. So is this one more foggy, or did I lose focus here? Sometimes the thickness is different, or the way that the mints sell out. Some of them are kind of more rigid. It's funny too, because then sometimes the reverse will be totally normal looking, or one side will be hard to look through and the other won't be. Thinking maybe we will go back. I'll zoom back out, because it seems like it's taken a long time. I think we've only gone through like 10 coins, which is fine. I'm not in any hurry. Yeah, this one's just hard to look through. Move this one. Oop, I almost feel like I could see something underneath the L. Yeah. So I think this might be the what we're looking for on the obverse, or at least an example. Giving me a hard time. Alright, let's see if I can get the light to shine on it. I think there's like a little splotch on the cello, maybe it's on the coin, but it's making it not focus on the L. Maybe upside down. It's like I'm trying to get the light to shine on it so you can see. I believe there is hardest place for me to show you guys is under the L. Yep, there you go. So I don't know if you guys can see that little hump, the little bar there, but that's basically what we're looking for. It's tiny. I feel like there's another one that goes most of the coin that is more impressive, but that is definitely on the 1964 proofs, something to look for. And we'll kind of take a closer look at the rest of the coin as well here. Just because I don't know if there's anything else that goes with that, if that's just the marker for it. That's the funny part too. As soon as I zoom out, then I'm zooming back in to check something else out. Hello. I think this one has a double die reverse as well. Nice notch down there on the end. And so that's another thing to remember, is just because you have a double die on one side of a coin, yeah, look at the notch right there. Yes. So this one will be easier to identify. Wow. Because yeah, this is a double die on the front and the reverse. Look at those notches. Okay, this is an awesome roll. Yeah. It's like these are the kind of notches we want to be seeing. And so I assume it's on probably the entire coin here. Let's see how those initials look. Yeah, the initials are doubled. Here, I'm going to start over here so we can go clockwise. So yeah, it looks like the entire, it's a little bit weaker on this top part, but I can see some very, very minors. This serifs, probably on the second S, will start to be bigger. Yeah, so on this side it's a little bit not as doubled, but it looks like maybe starting on the F there. Where did we start seeing it? Weren't we up here at the top? Or were we on? Oh yeah, okay, so that's C. Yeah, that kind of looks like the other one that we found, but this one is different. Let's check out E pluribus unum. Yeah, the notching down here is awesome. And so it's like, while I was saying, you know, like the other ones kind of look like they have notching, and they do to me. But then it's like I look at one like this, and this is how I want. This is like what I want to be finding on my coins. I mean, not only is there notching, but like you can also see like whole extra areas, you know, like strong doubling. So that's, out of the roll so far, we have 2 definites, and then we have like 3 that are just kind of like, that could be a double die. The L looks funny there. It looks extra thick, but I'm guessing it's not. Not from anything special. Yep, so here I am zoomed in again. Just wants me to stay zoomed in, huh? Give me another double die, I'll stay zoomed in. The angle of the flow of the material that the cellos are made of is like killing me for this one. It's like say you look at like the E there, and it totally looks like there's kind of a notch because the grain of the cello is right there. Oh. Yay, looking through this roll. I got no sleep last night. I was a zombie before this stream started. Finding a couple double dies in here just woke me up and made me feel happy. So if I looked or still do look like a zombie, I apologize. I'm probably on like 3 hours of sleep. 3 hours of interrupted sleep. That's not why I'm drinking coffee at 9:55 at night. I always do that. I usually have to drink a cup of coffee just to get to sleep. Sleeping, it takes work, takes energy. I need coffee to do it. Just stopping by the eye there to check out for a doubled eyelid, it helps get over to the other side of the coin. I was like, where'd I go? Let's check out that eye. Don't see anything there. I'm going to zoom back out. If we zoom out, then it gives me something to zoom back in at. That's the trick. If it's just the light. It's like on a certain angle like this, it's like you look at like the E and it looks like there's all these extra lines, and the C looks like it's split in half. I was watching Stern with, he was on someone else's stream, I'm trying to remember his name. I almost remembered. But he was finally able to show me his setup. And so it's like if you look above the date, you see these like bright lights blinding you. You're like, I could before you shined them in my eye. It's like the way he has it set up, you don't get all this glare, which is something I'm hoping to be able to get set up for you guys. It's like funny, like I'm like the way I work, it's kind of like brute force. I just do things over and over. I'm great at doing things thousands of times in a row repetitively. Does not bother me in the slightest. Well, I'm sure it would bore some people to death. But like stopping, it's like I get that momentum, that feeling of like I'm accomplishing something, and like to slow down and stop and change the way that I do things. It's really hard. I'm just busy all the time, and I never have the time to just slow down and like look at the way I do things and like stop and improve on them. It's probably a habit. It's a habit I recognize myself and I know I need to improve. But at the same time, it's a really good kind of characteristic that I'm able to just do things over and over and over again without much complaint. And considering I love what I do as a job, doesn't bother me, but I feel like it would be for all your guys' benefit if I did set things up better. It would make my job easier. So I feel like this one, it had, you know, obviously not like the two ones that we saw. Whoops. I feel like when I look at the eye and stuff here, I feel like we see minor, maybe this one's not as thick, but it's like I feel like we see kind of like notches up at the top. They're not as pronounced, but it's, I don't know what to say about those ones. We'll put them on a different level than the other ones so they don't get mixed. Let's zoom back out so that we can find something else to be like, what's that? It just seems to be the way it works. Beautiful clear cello. Appreciate all the people who took care of their proof sets before somebody decided to hack them up and sell off all the ones they didn't want. Yeah, I mean, here's another one with kind of like notches up at the top, but they just don't really strike me as double dies. It's like maybe this roll was ones that somebody thought might be double dies. Are those all notched? I can't tell if it's just the way that my camera's hitting. Like the U and the R look like they have notches. I don't know, I'm gonna put this one in the maybe pile. I think this is the one that was compromised. At least the mint sallow looks a little bit thin. I'm not seeing the damage on it. Let me zoom back out. So yeah, we're getting like a pile of those other ones. Maybe they're all the same die. I need to focus a little different. It's better. I really have to have this up flat against the microscope. That's one of the reasons that I like the mint cellos, is I can pretty much hold, it's like I'm pretty much like holding the cello like right up to the bottom. Excuse me, sorry. And basically I'm just able to hold it up and rotate it underneath. But I would not want to be doing this with a raw coin. That's another reason I enjoyed doing the flips and stuff. But it's definitely harder when the coin is raw if I'm trying not to touch it all over. Which I don't recommend to anybody that they touch their coins all over. I mean, I definitely used to, like when I roll hunted like bank boxes and even like common wheat pennies and or like 5,000 count bags of wheat pennies and rolls, I didn't wear gloves. And then I also noticed that all the coins that I put away, that lots and lots of them have fingerprints, but they were all circulated, so who knows. Even when you wear gloves, when you're going through mass rolls of circulated coins, your fingers end up black. But I guess my feeling is that it all does add up, and that's one of the reasons I like the mint cellos, is I do find ones with the mint employee fingerprints inside the mint cello sometimes. But I just feel like there has been less interaction between them in the world. And I feel like I found some of the nicest coins that I've found inside mint cellos. Not to say you can't open a roll and have like an awesome coin inside the roll. You totally can. For me, like I feel like for a long time I was searching like where's the best place to find coins, where's the best place to find high quality coins, and it's like I bought some bank bags thinking that, okay, nobody's, these haven't been rolled, nobody's touched them, they're in a sealed bag. If you guys, maybe brand new ones that are straight from the mint or whoever distributes them, maybe those ones are okay, but basically it's like every time they get moved around, every time someone drops it, like while it's on a mail truck or getting thrown around a warehouse, they're in this cloth bag and they're all just getting like pushed against each other, and they all just, you get them and there's just tiny little hairlines, kind of like if you look at the mint cello here, like all the little lines on the mint cellos, that's what happens to the ones in the bags. And granted, if someone's careful, or it's just perfect perfect chaos and that coin just sits on top and like rides the turbulent waves going on underneath it, you can pull a gem out. But I would say 99% of coins from Mint's own bags that I've seen, they're just like super, super scratched up. Just not like big stuff, just super fine. Hey, oops, sorry X, welcome. I'm doing well. We found a couple definite double dies tonight, and we've got a stack going of ones that have little tiny notches. But I don't think they're double dies. I think that it's just some sort of machine doubling. We'll probably see another one like it because I think we've already found like 6 in this roll. But welcome to the stream. I'm doing well. Losing focus a little bit here tonight. Let's see if we can get it going again. It's like... try to sharpen here again. No, I'm not threatening you guys with a pair of scissors, just trying to... Where's it at? Trying to get my camera to focus again. It's giving me trouble tonight. It almost seems like it's worse than it was before. Yeah, you can't even read the scissors. So I'm doing pretty good. We found a couple nice double dies here. Camera's acting a little wacky. Can't see me up here. You guys don't want to see me that close. It's like, it seems like it's... That maybe did it. Alright, yay, we're back. Thanks for sticking around, everyone. So yeah, I don't remember if we were on the front and back of this coin. We'll start right here. I'm good. I was telling, I got like a Bugs Bunny and like a nice special mint set cameo, $50, and they got destroyed in the mail. The coins were fine. The slabs got like, one got like broken half in the front, and one, the top and bottom, just opened up. I did get this one today, 1959 DDR FS, which is really cool. And I got this one here today, a 1971D double die. And so I think those are my two new additions to my heirs. I was able to pick up a couple more as well. Here, I think I got another cool one too. I also got this one. It's a beater. It's a very fine 30, but a 1942 D over D, D over horizontal D. You know, up close it's not super, I guess we can, if you guys haven't seen it, it's just something to look for. I mean, I think this is like over $100 in very fine 30, so if you guys find one, can I focus on it? That's basically what it looks like. That's everything you're looking for right there. It's just a kind of a 90-degree turn on the D before it's been hit again. So I think that was me just leaving focus there for a second. Hey Marcos Rodas, welcome. So definitely, yeah, eBay's just been crazy. Like if you guys are wanting to buy PCGS graded coins on eBay, definitely check them out. The prices on the auctions have been ridiculously low. I'm hoping it's just the holiday season and like the end of the world isn't here, but some of the prices are scaring me. Buy it nows are fine. My sales are fine. Like I pretty much only sell stuff at buy it now. I'll put stuff up at auction for just a few % less, just for exposure. But I don't do the auction thing. I don't recommend anyone does unless they've got like the best coin in the world. And then even then it's like you promote your item heavily before you put it up. You don't just put it up and go, gee, I hope that somebody is watching and knows that I put this awesome coin up. Because otherwise somebody else wins it and then they promote the heck out of it and they get a bunch of money for it. And so yeah, The weird thing is, I totally never used to. I mean, I've been buying nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, dollars for like 3, 4 months now. I've been a penny guy my whole life, and all of a sudden I am absolutely loving collecting everything. And I just kind of broke, like I pretty much only sold pennies in my store, and I was able to grow doing that, but all of a sudden that's just, I've expanded to all categories. It's going to take me a while to fill out all my inventory, but it's just exploding. It's exciting. It's been a lot of fun. But I'm loving the double dies, I'm loving the varieties, and I'm loving that they're so readily available right now. It seems like I buy a double die and it sells within like a week. It's just crazy. I buy different varieties, like, so for like the 1959 half dollar, I have a goiter air, I have a Bugs Bunny air, and now I have the that DDR one. So it's like I'm building a nice little variety collection just for 1959 half dollars. And the goiter air, I don't have it out here. Just like, it's got a little thing on his neck. That's like, it makes it worth $800. It's kind of ridiculous. But I guess, you know, people like to collect half dollars with Franklin on it that looks like he has a turkey neck. You know, maybe they're like a Mitch McConnell fan or something, I don't know. But, sorry Mitch, that wasn't very nice. Alright, I'm gonna give myself a moment of silence. I don't do a YouTube channel to make fun of people. That was insensitive. I'm sorry, Mitch. So we'll continue on here. I gave a minute of silence and I'll be good now. Yes, all these ones here are proof, cut from proof mint sets. And hold on, it looks like I got a little excited there. I was fogging up the coin. So yeah, I just got 34 rolls, or 38 rolls of business strikes, a nice spread over the decades. So I have like 38 more rolls of business strikes. I've got like maybe 5, 6 more rolls of proofs here. I've got some wheat cent proofs as well. But right now we're doing proofs. The proof ones, I don't know, I seem to have really good luck with them, and they seem like they're in really good condition. Like this roll here tonight is, almost all the coins are just really, really nice, and the fact that we've already found a couple double dies, strong double dies, it makes me want to buy more and more of them. One of the problems though is that I'm starting to accumulate a lot of these, and it's not my intention to hoard coins. My intention is to buy coins that I'm able to resell so that I can buy more coins, so that I can buy more coins, so I can buy more coins. And I keep buying more mint Cellos. I do have them up by the roll on eBay, but it's like I'm feeling like I'm wanting to do something different with them. It's like, obviously I can put a mint Cello up on eBay for like $1, but then there's the problem of shipping, and so do I do like, you know, do I put it up for 99 cents and then put, you know, shipping and then free shipping with every additional one? But then it's like I'm selling all these coins and only making, you know, the potential of making like $1 minus all these fees. While I could sell one coin and, you know, make 10, 12 bucks off of the transaction minus fees. So for me, it definitely seems like not selling them individually. I feel like I was talking about doing like a grab bag with them, where I just take all the mint Cellos, double dies, everything, you know, from, I think the earliest mint Cellos I have is like 1956, and just throwing them in a big, you know, I don't want to put them in a big deep barrel, but like, you know, like a big chest or something like that. And, you know, kind of mix them all up and do a grab bag style thing. I saw someone on eBay, it sold like 10,000 like that. They also only had like 98.4% feedback. And so it's like not everyone will be happy with a thing like that. And so I don't know what the way around. I have 100% feedback. I'm, getting towards 9,000 feedback on eBay. And so my feedback, I don't want to do something that's going to make me a little bit more money but make people unhappy. So trying to figure out what the best way to do things are. And another thing that I can do is I can just go through them all, any ones that I want to get graded, start doing bulk submissions with PCGS, and then whatever I don't want, I can just put on an auction and say goodbye, and someone else can search them, and maybe they'll have, luck finding something that I missed. It's like people are always finding new stuff, and it's like, I think it's totally possible for like 2-3 people to search through a roll and find something that someone else didn't find. Or it's like somebody did find it, and like the beginning rolls that I did, I just put everything right back into the roll and closed up the bag and made a video, and I was done. I was like, well, I know it's in there now. It's like, now the way I've been doing it is, I'll say like, this is one from a couple weeks ago. It's like I put them all back in the bag and then put the ones that I was interested in an envelope. So now the next time I open that bag, I know that there is some, everything that was I put in the video is in that bag, but I know that there's a couple that I've like, hey, check these out before you say goodbye to them. At least that's the plan. But then it's like, okay, I'm doing that work, and then what if I just decide to throw them all back into a bin again? And like, but the grab bag I feel like would be cool in the aspect that like, I do find tons of double dies, and it would basically be like, put everything in a bin, and the double dies would basically be the, here's what you could find. You could find this double die, or this double die, or this, it's like, we know they're in there. But how to do it, I just don't know. I feel like I've come up with like 30 different like ways of how I'd like to sell, and haven't like decided on one. Is it like the 001 or which double die 1972 is it? I feel like I've been seeing the price on them trending upwards. So I don't know, I would maybe, I don't really, I feel like I have been hearing the price on the 1972 has been trending upwards. I feel like a lot of people have been getting interested in it. And so it's like, if the economy doesn't like totally crash out here in the next year, I see that as possibly a good coin. I feel like what's going on is like some of the bigger YouTubers in the coin community, they've got huge following, and with that amount of following and that amount of influence, they can make a video and say the 1972 double die. There's like 5,000 of these known. I don't know how many there are. But like, it's like, hey, we've got like 20,000 followers here. All right, everybody buy one of these, and we'll drive the price up 10 times the price. And then, we can all sell them after we've hyped up the market. It's like, I don't want to call it like a conspiracy or something, but like, say like when the American Silver Eagle, like, V75, like all these special edition mint set coins, I see these videos that it's like, it's like, hey, everybody buy this, and then all the collectors can't get it, and all the collectors will want it, and they'll all pay a premium when you put it up on eBay. And it's true. And it's like, it just takes one person with like 100,000 followers to like all just buy that coin, and they can just game the system. And not that it's wrong, that's what people have been doing forever. It's just kind of like out there, obvious now, and you can see who's doing it instead of like, who are these people doing this? What's going on? But the amount of influence they have is huge. And it's like, I don't, me and Accredited Coins, we joked about doing like a proof mafia and just buying up all the early proof coins. I think he might be serious. I'm only half serious about doing it. I've definitely bought a lot up. I can't remember. I feel like when I looked at all the proof coins, like 1958 for like Lincoln cents, Lincoln wheat cents, I want to say it was something ridiculous, like that I had like 1 out of every 4 proof wheat cents graded by PCGS on eBay. I can't remember the exact number, but I think I was horrified. The last time I did a count, like currently I have more PCGS graded coins listed on eBay than any other seller. But I think it's like, I think I'm at, I can't remember, I want to say I'm at like 1 in 35 of every PCGS graded coin listed on sale is at Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. That feels ridiculous to me, like, and I know like people like David Lawrence, they have 1 coin that is worth more than all my coins combined. And it's like, I don't know, am I jealous of that? Do I want that coin? Sure, I'd like that coin, but I'd rather have like a bunch of coins than just 1 coin. And maybe if like there was like the most awesome story behind that coin, I'd want that coin. But it's like buying and selling a coin that's that much money, I don't know if I want to be in that business. Like that's a lot of money to be doing in one transaction. Yeah, I like Blue Ridge. He's a funny guy. He's been doing it for a long time, from what I understand. I've only really been on YouTube, like been aware of what's going on here on YouTube for like the last year and a half or so. Like I didn't know that there was a whole YouTube community. I find it absolutely awesome. Like I thought coin collecting was something that people just did secretly alone at home. That like, I don't know. Like I've never really known anyone that was interested in it. Like the local coin store closed around here. I know that L kind of looks doubled. Almost looks like it sticks off. Let's turn it upside down and see what it looks. Let's see what it looks like upside down, everybody. It's like I zoomed in on it because it looked like there might be a bar on the bottom of it. But I feel like part of it, like goes up higher, but this mint cello is killing me. Let's move it again. I need to work on getting better at search engine optimization. I also need to post less videos daily. Like tomorrow, I will post only 1 video, and it will be on, it won't be a coin, it'll be about swag bucks, because Blue Sandy turned me on to swag bucks. And so tomorrow I'm going to make, hopefully, I feel like for a month now I've said I'm going to do this. But I did put a referral link to my swag bucks, but like she was the one that told me about it, and then my friend convinced me to sign up. And it pretty much, like, I've gotten like $50 paid out on it already. I have like another $100 pending. But basically when you buy stuff on eBay, when you buy coins, when you buy anything online, you get 1% cash back, and it takes 72 days to be able to redeem them. But it's awesome. I put up my referral link in the bottom for anyone watching. I can give you guys my seal of approval to Swagbucks. I have been paid by them by using their thing. The person that referred me to the account, that convinced me, they have gotten paid from me getting paid. When you sign someone up below you, they get a 10%, the person on top gets 10% referral bonus. So basically, the person that got set up for me, like every $100 I'm making, they're making $10. So I'll be honest with you guys up front. If you guys do sign up, you'll be hooking me up. It's a great way to support me and the channel. But it works. It totally works. And basically it's just like, say if I bid on all my stuff on eBay, and then when I go to pay for the stuff on eBay, I just go to swagbucks.com and I click through the eBay portal there, and then I go to my purchases and pay. I would say 9/10 of the purchases it gives me the cash back from. Some of them they don't. Hello Stern, welcome. Hello. But it's definitely worth it. Like, you know, it's like if you're already getting PayPal cash back and you're already getting eBay bucks, getting another 1% cash back, it's definitely awesome. So this is another one of those ones with kind of minor notching. Stern, what do you think of this one here? I found like 10 in this roll, that it's the I and the R and a bunch of other places on them. They all look like they faintly have notching on them. I did find, we have got about 10 more coins, but I did find 2 absolutely awesome double dies in this roll. But then there's a bunch of ones that just, they kind of look like a double die. And I don't know if it's just a very minor double die or if it's just some form of machine doubling. But welcome to the stream, Stern. Good to see you again. I value your opinion. This one kind of looks like it has a little bar underneath the bottom. So that's one of the things we're looking for, is like little extra stuff on the bottom. I'll probably zoom out here again in a second. Was the last one we found a bar on the bottom? Was that the one? There's a split in this arrow. Yeah, I did see, and that's the thing, it's just, it's weird. I keep finding, like there's like 10 like that in this roll. And so I don't know if, like it almost seems like more coins in this roll have had some form of doubling on them. See, but it's like this one here, it's like kind of wants to look like it's the same. It's not as extreme. I guess I'm just, are there, is there a certain kind of machine damage that just takes out the corners, but it's not a double die? I feel like my focus there is messed up. These are all 1964s. Thanks, Oops, sorry X. Oh no. I just threw it back in there. There was something on the front. Let's see if I can get lucky. Okay, we got lucky. Well, yeah, you should see, and there's, it looked like there was one 1958 in this roll too. It was supposed to be a roll of 64, and then all of a sudden I hit a 58, and I'm like, wait, is this a mixed roll? Did I pull out the wrong roll out tonight? I don't think we've seen that since we've gone through here. But there are two really nice double dies. I'll pull them out here. I think we've got like 10 more coins left. But there are two really, really nice, like super strong. There's one where it's a double die on the front of the coin and on the reverse. So it's got the front and back thing going for it. The front has kind of like just a little extra piece of metal underneath the L. And then the reverse is, it's doubled on nearly the entire coin with like probably the nicest notches that I've ever seen on a 64. So definitely a winner. And the doubling on that one is the initial is doubled as well. That's a good idea too. I've been meaning to do that too. It's like I'd like to separate the ones that PCGS will grade, because that's one of the things too. It's like just because I find a ton of double dies, if I can't get them, you know, graded, I know that not as many people are interested in buying, or it's harder to get top value. Like if you find a really, really nice one and then get it graded, you can get, you know, some good money if you get a nice high population. But if they don't recognize that variety, you're not really going to get anything for it. Here, let's zoom back out. Basically, every time I zoom out tonight, we find something that looks like a double die and I have to zoom back in. I guess I could be bothered by that, but that's what you guys want, right? So I shouldn't be bothered by it. I know I'd be preferring to have to zoom in to look at cool stuff. The money differential on the FS coins versus the non-FS, yeah, it is. I'm also curious, like, what's your opinion? Do you think that PCGS and other companies will start to recognize more varieties, and what do you think has to happen to have things change? Because is it just because they have to educate the people grading? And so it's like, then they need to have somebody specialize in that coin to be able to like authenticate it. Alright, this one looks like it has notches to me. At least on the eye. I can hold it still. I need to move the microscope a little closer to me. I'm like... the R and the I. Hey Blue Sandy, welcome. Yeah, I heard there was... and I think they were having people send in coins or like send in photos to help train it. That definitely sounds cool. I heard that PCGS's parent company is being sold. That a group and a personal collector person is buying PCGS. I saw a video for it the other day, which is interesting. So I think this is going in the kind of medium ones here. Yeah, welcome to the channel, Blue Sandy. It's good to see you. And I also, I had a question. I know I asked you on the last stream about if there was anything particular you wanted me to send you extra. And rather than me picking something out, if there is anything that you want if you have an eBay account, if there's anything you want for $25, like around the $25 area on my eBay store, if you want to pick something, like I can like send it to you for a penny or whatnot, and I'll send you the coins you want as well. But it would be an easy way for me to print out a shipping label and do tracking for you. But I was thinking that if you sent an offer on something around $25 that you wanted, I could counter offer you with like 1 penny, and you could pay a penny for a penny, or a dime or a nickel or whatever you wanted. Just an idea. Otherwise, I will pick something random out for you that I think you'll like, but that way you can actually pick something that you want. So let me know if you're interested in that. You can either send me a message on eBay or through Facebook if you have an idea of anything. You don't know about that? Okay. It was just an idea. I can send you other stuff. If that makes you, like you said you were looking for D's and S's. So PCGS only recognizes things that are worthy. Yeah, I guess I can understand that. Like, I mean, I guess I understand if it's, but at the same time, if like collectors want, if there's things that collectors want, it seems like, say like someone's trying to do a variety collection and they want one of each one, it's really hard for them to buy them unidentified, unauthenticated, you know. I mean, yes, you can, like, say like chocolate copper coins, he'd be great to be able to be like, this is this variety. But, you know, if like without a system in place, and maybe that's part of the reason why they don't, without a system in place saying this coin is this coin is this coin, it probably makes it difficult. And then when there's multiple varieties that all look essentially identical, and so it's like this one looks like it has machine damage across the top, but then it also looks like it has a notch up at the top, which is like why sometimes I wonder if it's like when there's just a little minor corner missing, like say like here, it's like this one again on the F, it's like it looks like there is corner missing, and on the R I feel like there's a mint cello line going right through there, but the I, so I don't know with these ones here. So there's, what is the mintstate.com? Sorry, I think I missed it. Is that a site for all the different varieties? So I'll put that one there again. But I'm super happy about the two really nice double dies we found in here so far. Hopefully we'll find one more, and one of these is a 1958. I forgot there's a 1958 hiding in this roll somewhere. Which for a second I was like, wait, is this it? Yeah, I watched both CoinGeek and Coin Help You. I watched Daniel and Ben. Is that their names? I'm finally, and I'll lose focus again. Let me see if I can. Went to grab the scissors. I went to grab the scissors and it focused by itself. It's magic. Oh, that's the website being developed for grading coins. Awesome. Thank you, Blue Sandy. I was wondering, like, I had heard about it, people had talked about it, but somehow I never managed to figure out what the website was. I feel like everybody else in the world knows. Thank you so much. They had a stream meeting about it. Yeah, I was watching one of Daniel's videos last night of like where to find mint state 67, 68 coins. And I didn't get any new information from his, but down in the comments section there was like really good information. And the conversations he was having back with people. I found his interactions with the comments below the video, like he does a really great job answering everyone's questions. Like, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I got to see part of that, and then I didn't end up finishing it. And then it just kind of went down the YouTube rabbit hole, and I hadn't been able to, I don't know if I didn't have the time. For whatever reason, I never was able to go back. I wanted to see it. I wanted to see how it worked and whether it worked well. I feel like from what I heard, it could only grade a certain kind of coin, like a Morgan dollar or something right now. Looks like this is the 1958. So we'll just look it all over. It'd be cute if they threw a double die in here with the other ones. Totally not used to looking at proof wheat cents here, but we do have some 1958 proof wheat cents coming up here in the future. I've got, I believe, a roll and a half of them, or a roll and a half of mint cellared ones. It looks doubled in the reflection there. Only Morgan dollars. That's not helping me. So this one's got some pretty toning on it. It's just the edge on the front and the back and the rim. This one doesn't have a little bar hiding in that toning, does it? Killing me. Let's try sideways. No, I don't think it does. So I'll give you guys the warning. It looks like we got 5 more after this beauty here. And then we'll go back and look at the 2 really nice ones. Hopefully 7 really nice ones. Because hopefully we're going to find a couple more really nice double dies here before the end. All 5 of them will be beautiful double dies, including this nice toned one here. Let's check out the toning. It's mostly just the rim here, I think, on the reverse. I don't think I'm seeing anything there. Yeah, definitely, or hold on, I'll finish this one off here. Yeah, definitely need to check out the E pluribus unum. I'm going to put that one with the happy ones, because this one, yeah. Because of like things like this, like definitely want to, if anything is like that on a Lincoln cent, I want to find it. 34 megapixel microscope on the, oh, I think I'm like a half a megapixel. That's awesome. Yeah, I saw there's like microscopes, like say the Dino Light, it's like they all are from China, I believe, but they're like $15 for like 5 megapixel. Like, I'm like, wow, that's better than the one that I spent hundreds of dollars on 10 years ago. My, how technology flies. That's awesome. How much, what's that one called? What's that one like? So I assume that this is going to be a big upgrade for you. Yeah, I definitely need to. I should have put my Christmas wish list out there to get a new one. But it'll happen here. I don't feel like there's notches on this. It's just like it's like they're like kind of rounded. I feel like my microscope got on an interesting angle here. It's not quite. We already looked at the bottom of this one. Yeah, I'm excited to see how much did a 34 megapixel microscope cost? Gotta lose focusness. Hey, I didn't lose focus for once tonight. Got a puncture wound. Yeah, I feel like if I got a better microscope, it would make my life here a little bit easier. And I feel like it would benefit everyone being able to see things clearer. I mean, I know there's only so much we can do looking through mint cellos. Like, I could have a better microscope and you guys would still be seeing the mint cello obstructing. But I feel like, oh, it'd be cool to have one that basically had a turntable, so you could just put the coin on it, and you could basically just spin it around in a circle. I guess you could just put it on a fidget spinner and put it on a slow spin. I'll have to try that. I think I got one laying around. It's a Haier brand industrial strength micro camera with a stand that allows full range motion of which way the scope points. 34 megapixel 2K streaming with a remote and color settings like black and white. Huh, I wonder what coins would be like in black and white. I actually watched a black and white coin video today, now that I think about it. It was how coins were made in the old days. It showed people basically taking big bars and melting them down and like pouring them into like large, like turning them into like larger long metal pieces, and then having it like flattened out and turned into like kind of thin strips, and then having them punched. It's kind of fascinating. I think I knew everything on it already, but $300 isn't bad. I mean, that sounds decent. I mean, that's only a little bit more than I paid for mine 10 years ago, and I'm sure it would be an absolute upgrade until like what, everything's just, I don't know. I don't know what the next upgrade. You can only get, I feel like, so detailed before it's like, what's the point? But it would be curious to see. I also wonder how much, when you say, like, I wonder how big the files would be if, like, you're recording video at like 34 megapixels at 2K. No shine in your way, that sure does sound nice. Yes, I can, that would be awesome. Alright, so so I think one of them had the little piece underneath, but, so I think this is the first one. So this one has like the little bar underneath the L. It's a little bit hard to see. It doesn't get much easier to see up close, but hey, we're on a microscope here, so let's do it anyway. And so I feel like this one here should be easy to identify because here, I think when we found it, we turned it on the side, it was a lot easier to view. I feel like it's hiding that spot. But there is something there, I tell you. Doesn't look, maybe it was upside down that we were able to see it. Yeah, there it is. See, I told you, there's something there. Why didn't you buy the Anastar? Alright, and so then this is the reverse of that. And so it's like really nice. You know, you go down to the end here, and it's got really, really nice doubling, really, really nice notching. This I think is my favorite one of the day. You know, really, really nice notching on the E here. And then there's a nice little doubled end on the C. I believe there's notch on the C as well. And then nice notches on the E. Nice doubling and notches on the N. And on the T on the top too. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. And then it looked like see, now I can't focus on it. I was like, actually like, wow. And so I believe the initials here are doubled as well. It's not showing as well at the moment. But then I believe up here as well, I believe like the C looks kind of like a little serpent with a nice notch. Then we just have like really nice decent notching. I think there might have been a split in the serif on the R here too. Oops. I was reading, not looking what I was doing. And so, yeah, I mean, pretty much, I feel like one of the S's had notches, but it's like, I feel like it stops about there. And then I think there was some doubling. Was this the one with E pluribus had doubling as well? Or was that a different one? But yeah, the notches on the bottom here were awesome. Like, it's like I really like the notches plus the doubling. It just looks really cool. I know it's clearer than that. It's weird, it's like I'm having to like change hands. Look at the nice notch there. So it's like, I feel like that's what the other ones are missing. It's like they have notching, but they don't look like that. StreamYard's 1080 HD. So I think that's my favorite one. And then what the other one is on the reverse. I feel like it had, yeah, you can see notches, the E there. This one, they're not nearly as strong. This one has a notch up at the top of the T as well. It's like I feel like this one and the other one are similar. But this one, I think it has notching all the way across the top, while the other one I don't think had notching on the top. And I think this one had nice split serifs on the S, which the other one didn't have. Yeah, I think this is the one that had the E pluribus unum. I'm trying to remember, maybe this one, no, this one keeps going all the way. It's like notched around the world. And really fun C. I like the C's like that. And then I believe the E pluribus unum has notching in it as well. So it's like basically like the entire coin. Maybe this is the one that the initials is doubled and clearly doubled. Yeah, I think this one does have doubled FC. We got a clear shot on it earlier, which I never get, and this one gave it to me because there was only two that were really strong doubled. I feel like I looked at the FC coin earlier today, and this one looks like it. It's like I'm not getting a clear, but it's like if you look at the bottom of the C, it's way down there, and then there's one way in the middle, like, and then the same thing with the F. It's like there, when I saw between, it's like two different Fs and two different C or Gs. So here, let's so we'll take a look at this one here. We shall see what the quality. Oh, it's all bleached out. Survey says it's a really dark coin. All right. Hopefully that's not all just from. Okay, let's move it back underneath the light a little more, maybe. Gosh, and then I think I have like 10 ones that were notched. I think we need to hold it on an angle. So this is that last one we just took a look at. It looks like, maybe I can get it a little. I'd say the obverse of this coin looks beautiful. Looks like that little thing in the right field has a shadow, so I'm not worried about that. Thank you, Stern. I appreciate the help. So yeah, this if this one is one of the FS coins, it looks like it's in excellent condition. I would feel comfortable sending this one in. I'll need to get a PCGS membership renewed. But there's no big spots on it. There's no big scratches on it. I'd feel good about that as long as it was. I guess you got to pay through the teeth for the attribution. Yeah, no, I think honestly, I think I should go. Here's the other one. It's looking pretty bright and beamy as well. And I mean, these are inside the mint cellos. It's like you see all these distracting things. Yeah, thanks for your patience with me, Stern. Yeah, I feel like I've learned a lot. I feel like I need to go through the coin vault again and do this all over again, because I feel like I probably was missing a ton of stuff, like a lot of stuff, and that's why it's kind of fun to like go through stuff, but it's just amazing to me, like 10 years ago when I was doing the coin vault as open, the beginning ones, it's like all that stuff I hadn't looked at in 10 years, and just the amount that I had learned from the first time that I put away all the coins and then went through all the coins. It's just crazy. So I don't know, I was pretty happy with this one as well. This one I feel like has the strongest doubling that I've seen on a coin. Like really, I mean, it's like with this one, you can see the notching from here. You can see the doubling from here. Actually, I feel like it's clearer at this degree of, you know, it's like I didn't even look at the memorial to see. I'm assuming that the memorial is probably one of the last places that it would double. I feel like up at the top here it's more kind of minor. But I feel like there was doubling on this one, on the corners, on the notches, and that C just looks cool. It's like this C and the other C just look like the same. Well, if I do, why would you do the max membership? I'm just curious because, like, you know, if I was to do it, I would be doing it for to do bulk submissions anyway. Well, I guess it's like if I was to do the PCGS membership, it would, I mean, it does pay for itself, but then you also have to pay for shipping. You have to pay for shipping, you have to pay for tax, you have to pay the one time. It's not quite free. I mean, it might be good in the aspect that, I don't know, it's like I'm wanting to do bulk submissions. Like I have like probably a few thousand coins that I definitely want to send off to get graded. I'm scared. I mean, it's like you've seen how my eye's developed here. You know, I've been trying to develop my eye, trying to get it better over the past year or two, and it's like I've come from there to here. I'll be honest, like I'm scared I'm gonna get a grader on a bad day, and I'm gonna like get back stuff that I can basically barely recoup my investment. But yeah, I'm wanting to do bulk submission. I'd like to get to the point, I mean, my goal is to be selling 1,000 coins a month. And so I would like to be selling 1,000 coins a month. I'd like to be sending 1,000 coins in for bulk submission a month. And basically, just have that be my business. And so it's like, but it's like when I look at bulk submissions, it looks like $12 is the amount that, if you're doing a bulk submission, it's $12 plus tax, plus shipping, plus handling fee, and you pay shipping both back and forth. So I estimate it's probably about $16 per coin with bulk submission. Maybe that's a little bit high, but that's what my estimates. But it's like I've heard that other companies are able to get that price like super reduced by doing huge amounts of business, and I want to do that. Every time I've been on the phone with PCGS, I have not had a helpful person. It's been years now. I gave up. But I need to, I feel like I'm better on the phone than I used to be, and I just need to like call, say like, okay, I need to talk to someone else, please, and just get someone on the phone with the answers. Because I want to do, I want to get to the next level here. Yeah, if you send 100 coins in, you can have 5 different coins. You can have 5 different dates. You can have, 3 different mint marks of the same date and 2 others. Like you can have 5 different coins. So it's like, say with these proof sets, these proof mint cellos, this would be perfect. Send in 20, 1958, 20, 59, 20, 60, 20, 61, 20, 62, 20, just, send in 20. So I don't want to send in 100 all of this of one date, because then I have 100 of inventory. It's going to take me a year to get through that. I want to, do 20 of one coin, 20 of another, and then my next submission do 20 of this, 20 of this, 20 of this. And then when things run out or I'm running low, and eventually just have a complete inventory of every date and every mint, and then places where I have, trying to push a grade, and I just feel like I'll get better and better at it. It's kind of like a video game where you're trying to craft that special item, and like you have a X amount of chance of like having it upgrade to the next level, and you just have to keep trying to upgrade it until you finally get that mint state 67. You finally get that mint state 68. You just got to keep sending them in, keep refining your eye, keep getting a little bit better. You're not allowed to bulk submit random years. Oh, just like a mishmash of that. But from my understanding, you can have 5 different coins. Like you can have 5 different dates. You can have 3. You can have like basically just 5 different coins. Like so, it's like when they make the slab labels, they're going to be everything the same except for the grade. It's what it looks like to me. So that's kind of where I want to be, and I want to start at 100, but I want to get on the phone because I want to just create a business plan that works, that I can do the math, set prices, set figures, set expectations, and go from there. Yes, I think you're right there with the individuals. Can you, with the free submissions, can you ask for varieties? Yeah, no, I don't think you can bulk submit varieties. I think you're correct there. I agree with that. I think you were probably correct about everything else too, but I definitely know you're correct about that. Yeah, I mean, I want to bulk submit Flying Eagle cents. From my understanding, I can't. And it's like having them all graded individually costs too much, but it's like I can sell, genuine Flying Eagle cent in a PCGS holder all day long. I can, send one with environmental damage, scratch, hold. It doesn't matter if it's in a PCGS that people buy them for their collection. So I don't know. I want to get those graded. I want to get a ton of stuff graded. It makes my life so much easier. But I gotta get some sleep. I slept like 2.5, 3 hours of the most broken sleep last night, and finding these double dies cheered me up and woke me up, and I'm enjoying talking. But I need to get some sleep tonight. I'd love to stay up till midnight, but I can't tonight. I'm so beat. I think you can probably see it in my face. Yes, it would. It's not a perfect system. I feel like things might change here too, because PCGS got bought by, or they're about to finalize the deal, but Collector's Universe is being sold for something like, I want to say it was like $800 million or something. So that's interesting. So things might change, but I feel like they're trying to get things to the next level. I feel like PCGS, they like hit like a block of how big they could get, how much they could expand and like adapt to the future. And I feel like there's going to be some good changes here. I feel like scalability, they're about to scale up. They're about to level up. And hopefully it'll be awesome. But thank you, Stern, for being here tonight. Thanks, Oops, Sorry X, for being here tonight. Thank you, Blue Sandy, for being here tonight. Thank you, Marcos Rodas, for being here tonight. Hold on a second. I know I'm missing somebody. Dun, 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 dun. Am I not missing? Like scrolling. All right, let's try that one more time. Thank you, Stern, for being here tonight. Thank you, Marcos Rodas, for being here tonight. Thanks, Oops, Sorry X, for being here tonight. Thanks, Blue Sandy, for being here tonight. Thank you, all my lurking, watching friends, for being here tonight. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. So I will be back on Wednesday. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow. There's a possibility I might live stream it, but Blue Sandy turned me on to Swag Bucks, which gives you 1% cash back on your purchases, which I use through eBay. So I've gotten over $100 in Swag Bucks. I've gotten $50 of them now. Like, I've used them in my PayPal, but it works. So definitely recommend it to you guys if you guys haven't checked it out. I did put my referral link in the bottom because I've tested it for 90 days and it works, and it's awesome. So anyway, I'll say goodnight to y'all. Thank you all for being here tonight, and see you all in the future.